Hey everyone, I'm Jason.
And I'm Peter.
And this is FOMOPOP. Today on FOMOPOP, we're going to show you an electric vehicle that can fit in your backpack and the best helmet for your commute. You're not going to want to miss it. This is FOMOPOP. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's really exciting. This is the 1 month anniversary of FOMOPOP, and we have a goodie for you. It's really exciting. Peter is bringing you his favorite in electric vehicles, and it's not a Tesla, is it?
It's not a Tesla. It's not a toy.
It's not a toy.
It's not a toy.
But Peter does use it to get back and forth from work every day. It's the best way to commute that last mile. What is it, Peter?
It is my beloved boosted board, which
Let's
I actually
see
have
it.
right here. Grab this thing. So this is my boosted board. This is actually the Dual Plus run. What that means is it's got 2 motors here under the trucks of the skateboard.
It looks pretty badass.
This looks like a normal skateboard. From the top, you wouldn't know the difference. It's a long board. It's got a ton of control. I ride this like I ride a snowboard. Right. So I can turn easily on it. I can stop easily on it. But the best thing about it is it's got a 7-mile range, which gets me to work and back, even in the streets of San Francisco. Up the steepest hills in San Francisco, I can go right up this boosted board.
And the thing that's awesome about it is it uses a standard plug. So you don't need a special battery.
Nothing.
When you're at the office, you're not going to be worried about not being able to get back home because you can just plug it in.
Yeah, I actually have 2 chargers for this. So fortunately, when I bought it, I got a kit that came with 2 chargers. So I leave one at the office so that I make sure that I have a full charge to get home in case I want to go to the grocery store on the way home or I want to make a stopover at your place. I've got plenty of charge to do 7 miles on the board, and again, like even with the steep hills, I can still get 5 miles on this thing.
So why did we pick this? So ultimately, there were a lot of different electric vehicles we looked at. There's scooters, there are electric bikes, there's other ones exactly like this, at least in appearance. But why did we pick the boosted board?
Yeah, so I mean, I did a ton of research before I bought this thing, right? And so the first one is you can go down the electric bike road, right? Which works, right? I mean, you can get
and they're expensive. Though.
They're expensive. They're a couple $1,000s. Where this thing here is $1,500, right? Some people are more comfortable biking because they've never gotten on this before. But once you try this out, you'll see how comfortable and how easy it is to learn. The biggest thing for me though is that I can pick this thing up and take it with me. Right. So I don't have to worry about whether or not I've got somewhere to store it, somewhere to park it, somebody stealing it. It's with me all the time. I take it into the grocery store, I take it out of the grocery store.
And it can go fast too.
Oh, I go 22 miles an hour.
22 miles an hour.
I go more than 22 miles an hour, but when we're talking
do not go
about
22 miles an hour. Only nut jobs go 22 miles an hour. But we also looked at things like scooters, right? A couple $1,000s. You can rent them in San Francisco.
Yeah, there's a couple companies here that will let you rent a scooter, but you're driving on the road, right? So you got to deal with cars and traffic and all that stuff. Where I can take a bike lane with this thing, and then you got to deal with parking it, right? So if you're lucky enough that you get a scoot and you find one that has a location where you can park it, maybe that's convenient, but you're still going to pay $3-4 a ride.
And we actually did the math, though. So a lot of people use this for last mile transportation. So like you're taking the Caltrain and you need to go a couple miles into the city, or you take the Caltrain down to the South Bay and you need to go to a mile to the office. If you need an Uber each way and you do an Uber pool, it's going to cost you about $12 to $15. At $1,500, that's only 100 rides that you're going to break even if you replace that experience, and it's faster. You don't have to wait for it. It's fun. It lets you stay outdoors.
Oh yeah, I get to be outside. I find reasons to run errands at this point.
So a lot of people are going to say, like, how is this the best bang for your buck? And in some scenarios, depending on how your commute is, this is the best bang for your buck because it allows you to use mass transit while also having a private transit vehicle. But what's really important is we want to make sure you're safe. So the second pick of the day is the Giro helmet. So we looked at a number of different helmets, especially for commuters, and we decided on this one. Why, Peter?
This is my guy. For a few reasons. First off, I've been using Giro helmets for lots of years.
It looks nice. I like the matte outside.
Yeah, my ski helmet is a Giro helmet as well. I went after this one because I was looking for something that wasn't a bike helmet. Right. So I wanted something that looked like a skateboard helmet, had protection for the back if I fall backwards. But the biggest deal, one of my favorite things about Giro helmets is they have this adjustment here.
That's cool.
So that you can actually go through and you can adjust it exactly to your head. So like while I know my
So
head's
your
kind
head
of
is pretty damn big.
Pretty big. So you just put it on like this.
Yeah.
Twist it in the back. That's it. It's on the right amount.
And it looks nice too. It has this beautiful sun visor in the front.
The nice thing with the visor is I flip it down like this when I'm going quick, and it actually funnels air in. It's got this great ventilation. So you've got 4 vents on the top, 2 in the back. It lets all the air through. And then I can flip the visor if it's in my way and get it out of the way. The other thing to note with these Giro helmets is they're built with this multi-directional impact protection system. What it means is like, if, for example, I was to take a spill, right, and I was to hit my head, it means that my head will rotate within the elements of the helmet. So the helmet will stay and hit the ground, but my head can rotate, and this thing is built with a little bit of elasticity so that it can rotate around where it's hit the impact. It's just
this is physics lessons from Peter. Every single week you get a new physics lesson. The thing I also like it has the vents on top so you can actually lock it to something.
Exactly. Tie to your bike, tie to your booster board.
If you need to. Well, Peter's all suited up, so he's actually going to do a live demo of the boosted board.
Yeah. Let me explain real quick what's going on here. So the boosted board has a remote. So you just power up the remote like this. The boosted board here, you turn on from the bottom. Green light means it's on. Remote here shows you it's connected. And then by hitting this button right here, it'll tell me the charge on the board. So I've been riding this thing around this morning. It's got 3 bars of charge left. It means I can do about 5 miles still on this board. And then with a simple click of a button and a roll, board's good to go. So I'm going to take it out.
Okay. We'll see in a little bit. Peter's actually going to film this with the drone that we're going to tell you about next week. But right now, I want to tell you about the FOMOPOP 5. So what is the FOMOPOP 5? A lot of you have subscribed, but it's a great way to find our 5 best deals of the week. Last week, we brought you a great razor deal, and we told you why Dollar Shave Club may not actually be the cheapest, most effective way to do it. We showed you how to save $5 on your barbecue from Amazon, and we even showed you how to get to Europe for less than $365. But now, what all you've been waiting for, you want to see the boosted board in action. We're going to go to Peter, how you doing? Oh, I think he's moving. I don't know if this drone has any audio, but Peter is flying out there. So remember, it can go up to 22 miles an hour. And what's really nice about this is it's sidewalk safe, it's road safe, so you can very quickly and easily get from home to work. You can explore your city without having to sit around and wait for a bike. And especially in a city with like San Francisco, the one we chose, the Dual Plus, actually allows up to 25% grade hills, which is a great way to explore the city without having to worry about the speed. So I think Peter's on his way back to us right now to finish up the show. But remember, we want to remind you how easy it is to buy on FOMOPOP. So if you go to FOMOPOP.com, you can buy both the boosted board and the Giro helmet today. The boosted board, $14.99. What up, buddy? That was pretty cool.
So
the boosted board, $14.99. The Giro helmet, only $72. It's actually on sale right now.
I'm not taking this thing off.
And you can buy it with Apple Pay, so you're just a click away, or Android Pay. So it's that easy. So let's recap. Why did we pick the helmet and the boosted board?
All right, the helmet, my favorite helmet, has the adjustment in the back. It's really comfortable. Has MPIS, so you don't have to worry about if you get hit in the head. Overall protection. Visor for the sun, or I use it, like I said, to get air into it. This is hands down the best helmet that you can get if you're riding a device like this. It's amazing, and I love it. And it doesn't scratch. And it doesn't look like a bike helmet.
Yeah, it looks good.
I love this thing. And then the boosted board, again, my favorite, not toy, electric vehicle. I use it almost every day. 7-mile range, 22 miles an hour if you're being good. Has the ability to brake, has the ability to go uphill. You can go uphill backwards if you really want to backhoe people. The board is incredible, great handling, and don't forget you can take it up to your desk and charge it on your desk when you're at work all day.
I love it.
Amazing.
So thanks everyone again for tuning in to FOMOPOP. Next week, we're going to bring you one of the coolest drones we've seen in a while. Not only does it fly, it also follows you and can follow your face. Beautiful. Well, this has been FOMOPOP. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.